have a confession to make. I love movies. It's one of my little things, right? We all have our hobbies, our things we enjoy. I love movies, movies of all kinds. I see it just as entertainment. I'm very selective, but I really like movies. I'm not necessarily your traditional kind of gal, but in that way I am. And of course, what do we all love when we watch our movies? Popcorn. Well, I stopped eating corn years ago when I educated myself and realized what it was doing to my health. And then when I did, I couldn't believe how much better I felt. But as a movie aficionado, I wanted my popcorn. So I used to teach kids cooking classes. This was years ago. And one day we had a kid who was very allergic to corn, and she was missing out on the popcorn everybody was making on the campfire. And when they were done, they cleaned it all up, and she took bird seed and she goes, "I wish I could have some," and she threw it on there. It started popping. We all looked at her, and it was these mini little things. And I went, "Well, what's in there?" So we looked at the ingredients. Sorghum. That sent me on a rabbit hole, and I discovered popped sorghum. Love it. Popped sorghum is like teeny tiny mini popcorn, but no corn. So that's one of the things I love about this popped sorghum stuff, is that it is a corn-free popcorn. So I can still enjoy my movies and enjoy my version of popcorn that's way better and doesn't make me feel awful or my fingers swell the next day or give me indigestion. Way better. The other thing about popped sorghum is it is also gluten-free. So it's safe for people who are looking for something in that realm. Let's talk about what it is. Popped sorghum. So sorghum is a small little ball grain, and usually we bake it kind of like a rice, or sometimes you'll see it milled into a flour, and then you'll see it in gluten-free items for baked goods. It's really good that way. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it when it becomes cooked in that way or used in that way. But you can also pop it. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's not very easy to pop. Not impossible, but not easy to pop. We used to carry it here at the store and people would get frustrated, so now we just carry a company who pops it for you. But you can literally take the little bitty ball grains and put in some sort of like olive oil or something to pop it on the stove, just like you would old-fashioned popcorn. Of course, I like flavors to mine. So I always look for something that's got a little finesse to it, right? But what else will this yummy stuff do for you or not do for you? Well, it's really good in fiber. So because it's high fiber, as you're eating it, you're gonna feel a little fuller, a little faster, and not eat quite as much, which is really, really helpful, right? For most people. It is also rich in protein, believe it or not, for a grain. For a grain, because most grains you don't see high protein level in it, you'll actually get some protein from this. And that is great for those who are plant-based and need a little extra protein anyway. Protein is so very helpful for building that muscle mass and, you know, the things that we need even in the body to work right, the brain, everything. What else does it do? Well, popped sorghum or sorghum in general, is good as an antioxidant. You've heard me talk about this before. Antioxidants are those things that really support your cells or protect your cells from all those damaged free radicals, the disease-causing, cancer-causing free radicals. Antioxidants go and do the battle for you. So now our body's getting something good out of it and something it actually needs from a nice little movie snack. I kind of call that a win, right? What else does it do for you? Well, popped sorghum is also filled with some really good minerals and vitamins, believe it or not. You're gonna get some B vitamins out of it. You're gonna get some iron. You'll even get zinc, magnesium. These are all things that really support all different systems in the body. Those who need iron, you understand that little bit of a boost for blood cells. Those who need zinc, zinc is good for immune boosting, right? Magnesium helps us sleep better, gets rid of those Charlie horses. B vitamins for the brain. We need B vitamins for a lot of things. So are you gonna get a large dose in it? Depending on how much you eat. But it's really nice to know that there's a gluten-free, corn-free grain option and a popcorn option that can actually give you some vitamins and nutrients. That's kind of nice instead of robbing you from them, right? Like corn does. What else does it do? Well, it's actually good for the gut and digestibility, and actually nutrient digestion and nutrient absorption. And the way that works is it makes protein more digestible in the body, which is great. We really need that anyway. And then it also blocks anti-nutrients like phytic acid. Phytic acid you'll find in a lot of different things or foods that we eat, and this will block that so that you can absorb your nutrients a little bit better. What does that mean? It means your body's going to get more bang for its buck and be able to use the nutrients that we just talked about, the vitamins, the minerals, and put it where your body actually needs it. When you eat an anti-nutrient like cassava flour or like corn, then the body actually blocks that, and even though it may say, oh, this has vitamin C in it for you, your body can't take it or use it. So this is going to block those phytic acids, and that's very, very helpful for absorption for other things that we need. And it also helps to make starches a little more digestible, which is really important because a lot of our bodies have problems with that, and that's where we end up with insulin resistance over time. The other thing is, it's a great low-calorie snack. It's not going to add a whole lot of calories as you're snacking and just popping it in there. And remember, we've got the fiber in there, so the more you eat, you're going to feel fuller faster and not need as much of it. So, how to make it? Like I said, you can actually go online and look at Nature Nate, this company who makes Popped Sorghum. They have tutorials on how to take the little grain balls and turn them into Popped Sorghum. It does take finesse, which is why I just buy from them directly. They have a really good variety. They have, this one is like a spicy guacamole seasoning. This one is my favorite, rosemary and garlic. They have a lot of different ones that you can grab. This one is avocado oil and sea salt. I like that this company